Welcome to Feature in a Short, monthly screening hosted by Forward Films, where an appointed contributor presents their chosen feature motion picture and a short movie. There's only one condition for a screening selection. The presenter must have been directly involved with one picture but not the other. My name is Daria Huxley. I am a photographer at Forward Films. Today's presenter is Justin Joseph Hole, who is the owner of Forward Films, and he's an editor and director. The first film he's presenting is the short that he directed called Long Distance. Long Distance is a 1-minute movie. It's about a long-distance relationship between a girl in Arizona and a guy in Paris. Justin was acting along with Isabel Restrepo, who is our friend who lives in LA. After this short film, we had an even shorter discussion.
There was no room for titles or credits in that short. Hope you enjoyed it. I made that, I think, 2016. And this was all just shot on vacation when I was bored. I was shooting a documentary in Paris, and then when I had time off, I shot this. And then like 2 years later, I shot the other part. It shot while we were waiting to go to the wedding of my friend. And then I finished it in a week in post-production at my house at night. Obviously, that was all tone. I'm not very good at memorizing lines, so the film I directed myself in had no lines in it. So that was a fun short.
Justin's choice for the feature was the French movie called Science de Rêve, or Science of Sleep. It is an art house movie featuring Charlotte Gainsbourg and Gael Garcia Bernal.
I feel like this movie has the same kind of feeling for it, the same sort of longing. It also happens to take place, I do believe, in Paris. It's by Michel Gondry. I don't know if you guys have seen, he's pretty famous for his music videos.
During the screening of this Michel Gondry movie, we offered 6-inch baguette sandwiches to our audience because they were featured in the movie as well. After the film, we had a discussion as a group.
I thought the use of different languages was really cool, especially in the first dream sequence, because everybody's talking at him, but it's all French, but in gibberish, and none of it matches the lip flap at all. And then in the park, the main character, he's dubbed the entire time, but the flap isn't great. So
There's a couple times they did it when they were speaking in French, and then they would talk in English.
Yeah, exactly.
That's at the beginning,
Yeah. And that was interesting. I really like the mental understanding of all three languages through one person.
I think it's very interesting watching it a second time too, is that they really suggest something with the way they act, like at the beginning when the two lied about their job, but you don't know who's telling the truth. Yeah. But then they confirm it later on in the film. And they did that like 5 or 8 times, where they really suggest something, but they don't confirm it until way later. I brought that other part up too because it reminds me of like The Sound and the Fury. Has anybody read that book?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how they don't tell you anything, and then they confirm it like 60 pages later. To me, it's like the same thing, but this is more obvious because you can see social cues that you can't in the book. If you guys like this, you should watch his music video. He's famous for his music videos. But they have a lot of the animation that's mixed.
I was gonna ask,
I think he did the White Stripes one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I definitely heard Jack White in the soundtrack.
Oh, that was the White Stripes.
Yeah.
That's the last album. And then he's done a few Daft Punk videos.
Cool.
And a bunch of other stuff. He also does Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. But yeah, he doesn't do a lot of features.
It was nice getting lost in between. Like, it took me a minute to catch on that he was acting out his dreams in real life. Like, that. I felt disjointed with him, which was cool.
Yeah, I like the dream sequences. One of my favorite episodes in The Sopranos, there's a dream sequence at the end of a season. But I just like watching how other people make it feel like a dream. And they're very different, but they all have that same feeling. Sensual.
Sensual physical love. Catch yourself this.
Thank you for listening to Feature in a Short. Please follow us at Forward Films on social media at FOURWINDFILMS. Please rate our podcast on iTunes, then leave comments. Tell us what you like and what you don't like. Feel free to throw in any ideas because it helps us improve our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till the next time.